Broward. I'm Justin Grossman, and I'm running to be your next executive president for the 2021-2022 school year. If elected, I commit to exemplifying my previous student government leadership experiences to help unify the student body. In consideration of how the pandemic has impacted our school community, our resilient students and faculty have been extremely supportive in helping make the necessary enhancements to our NBPS community. Through the utilization of the new legislative and communication system implemented earlier this year, the Forum, Senate, and Insider, my plan is to be transparent with students and receptive to new ideas. Over the years I have spent as an NB high school student, I have recognized significant growth in spirit and participation. My goal is to continue to be ascending development in this capacity and ensure we have the most memorable year possible. Although we still held many amazing events and endeavored on new initiatives, I plan to strengthen these ideas and bring North Broward to new heights. This past year, I've learned a lot about the importance of cultural intelligence and the inclusion of all members on our school community. Another one of my objectives is to unite our community and establish a culture in which all voices of all students of different ethnicities, races, religions, etc. are not only heard, but acted upon. Freshmen, I ensure you will have an easy transition into high school and will be fully aware of all the opportunities our amazing campus has to provide. Sophomores, it might not have been the perfect and ideal start to high school, but this year is going to make up for it. Juniors, I will help you all leave your mark on our school and community, and seniors, we're going to make this the best year possible. Remember, together, we're going to check all the boxes, so vote Justin Grossman as your next executive president.
Hi everyone, my name is Lena Kalonjian. I'm in 11th grade and I've been in North Broward Prep Eagle for 14 years. Throughout my time here, I've made meaningful connections with both faculty and students in all areas of NB, including fine arts, athletics, robotics, student government, and clubs. Through my extensive involvement, I've become extremely comfortable working with administration to advocate for student voices, and I've gotten to know our school extremely well, both its strengths and its areas of improvement, which is why I'm running for the position of executive president. This is a position of great responsibility within the North Broward community because it's the person who directs the entire government team when organizing projects, events, and changes in legislation at the school. When making your decision on election day, be careful not to confuse executive president with class positions who focus more on grade level spirit activities. I've been a part of student government for the past 2 years. I was communications commissioner my sophomore year, and this year I served as the right hand to the executive president as the executive vice president. Not only have I been able to lead multiple committees within student government, but I've made lasting changes, such as implementing temporary club status and working all year to develop sharedream.org in an effort to centralize community service opportunities at NBPS. I spent the entire summer working to develop a new club website for students and a club fair for students, and I led the Senate committee, which drafted the entire governing documents for our new student senate. These different roles have given me plenty of experience leading the student government class on internal projects and committees. And you can take a look at my campaign page on Instagram at Lena for Exec Pres to find out more about additional successful projects executed under my lead this year. Not only am I experienced with leadership, but I am prepared to bring new ideas to this role at the start of my term, including working to get increased mental health support for students, increased communication between teachers and students, a summative policy revision to require a balance between test and non-test summatives, making NB a paperless institution in an effort to reduce our carbon footprint, establishing a more effective school calendar, increasing the class budgets, and working with the new NBPS Spirit Club to increase student engagement in spirit events. I encourage you to vote Lena Kalonjian on April 15th for executive president if you want a candidate who is qualified, prepared, and excited to serve you as executive president. And don't forget, elections are open from 8 to 10 a.m. on Thursday, April 15th.
My name is Logan Roth, and I am running to be your next executive president. I truly cannot believe that this moment is finally here. So much time passed and so many moments lived. At North Broward, I learned who I truly am. I learned to overcome adversity. I learned to become present, grateful, and so much more. I am eternally proud of the growth I have conquered here. None of that would be possible without student government. I entered student government as a freshman. Subconsciously, the class became a part of who I was. My personality was shaped by it. I thrived on that time. I actively participated in numerous NB traditions like Homecoming Week, War of the Wings, Mr. NB, and countless other spirit events. Those formative experiences are ones I hold near and dear to my heart. That is why I chose to run again the following year. I became enamored with becoming the sophomore class president. As president, I learned valuable leadership skills like public speaking, community service outreach, and problem solving. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic flipped our world upside down. All of the priceless time together confined to a computer screen. Time passed. I became used to the change and grew grateful for the time I got to spend at home with family. Soon after, my eyes were dead set on the executive board. I have always known I wanted to be the executive president. For me, being the executive secretary would best prepare me for the top position. I have had another fantastic school year working with my peers and doing good for those around me. All of these years combined have led me to my goal since day one, the executive presidency. I am a representation of you. I vow to be the most open, hardworking, responsible, empathetic, and proud leader of your school. You, the students, are my why. You create my drive and my desire to devote myself to this position. I plan to lead us back to normalcy from the pandemic, bringing us back together as one campus. My accessibility will be my number one priority for you. I plan to initiate meaningful legislation that caters to our students with an emphasis on your mental health. I plan to maintain the progress we made this year and implement our brand new legislative and communicative practices. I promise to be the leader that you want me to be. Together, we will soar. My experiences elicit success. I know I can get this job done. I know how to lead this class, and I know how this operates. I have been an integral part of every student government class I've ever been in, and I know that I'm ready.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Lowe, an 11th grade student, and I'm running to be your next executive vice president. I'm running because in my 4 years here, I've really begun to see North Broward as my second home, and since I love our school so much, I feel like I'll be the perfect candidate to step up and run for this position because I'll be a reliable leader that students can come to talk to, and because I want to see the entire student body as spirited and as happy as I am here. This past year, I served as the Student Government Communications Commissioner, where I ran the student government social media accounts, Pinned to the Rock, and developed and wrote the MB Insider each week. As Executive Vice President, I look forward to continuing these efforts and also growing the scope of the Insider in order to streamline communication to all students and make their daily lives just a little bit easier. One of the most important responsibilities of the Executive Vice President is overseeing student-run clubs and organizations. As a student, I know how passionate other students are about their own clubs and clubs that they're members of, so I would devote myself to being a trustworthy leader that any club officer or member could reach out to because I want to see our school's clubs flourish just as much as they do. And of course, this past year has proven difficult for all of us, but I think it has really allowed us to learn so much about how we as students and as a student government can host virtual activities in really creative ways, and I hope to apply this learning for new initiatives in the upcoming school year. Lastly, with all of that being said, after all the time we missed on campus and connecting with one another, I'm eager and thrilled to hit the ground running with lively and fun in-person events to get our student body spirited and excited about MVP. As Executive Vice President, I promise to work hard so North Broward can get back to playing hard. So don't forget to vote for Sarah for Executive Vice President on April 15th.
Hi everyone, for those that don't know me, my name is Gabriela Cardozo and I'm running to be your next executive secretary. I'm currently unopposed, but I'd still like to share some of my plans for next school year as well as introduce myself. This will be my 5th year at North Broward, and in my time here, I've been involved in several activities across campus. I've been in student government for all years of high school, from legislator to junior class secretary. Furthermore, I'm the secretary of NHS, the president of Film Club, a member of the speech and debate team, and before this year, a member on the varsity soccer team. Due to these experiences, I'm well aware of what can be improved around school, and as well as being prepared for the job of being secretary. Coming to school means that there will be a lot more fun activities and in-person events, so you can all trust me to take notes and stay organized to make sure that all these plans run smoothly. I'm super excited to get started. Thank you for listening.
My name is Justin Bucher, and I am currently running for Executive Treasurer. It is obvious that I have some fierce competition, so let me explain to you why I am the right candidate to pick for this position. First of all, I have lots of experience in student government, as I was a legislator in 10th grade, and I am currently an 11th grade senator. I also have multiple leadership roles in many clubs, as I am currently the vice president of DECA and the treasurer of the Suicide Prevention Club. These positions give me experience for the job ahead, and being so involved in DECA has taught me how to effectively manage budgets and how to spend money responsibly while also making sure that we have the necessary requirements to succeed. While my role as the treasurer in the Suicide Prevention Club gives me additional experience as a treasurer. To add on, I am more than qualified for this job, as I am a student who is diligent, motivated, and extremely responsible, which is reflected in my schoolwork. These traits have allowed me to be a member of the National Honor Society, the National English Honor Society, and Rho Kappa. I believe that I am the right man for this job, as it is a goal of mine to make a difference at this school. I strongly believe in school spirit, student happiness, and equality among the entire student body. If I am elected, I will strive my best to accomplish all of these goals by providing insight and ideas to take a step in the right direction. I will also work diligently to ensure that the entire student body is satisfied with the school spirit, as I believe that this will promote student happiness and allow our school to thrive. I will make sure that every student feels as though they are heard, and if anyone has a problem or an idea to promote, I will make sure that I am available to speak and help each and every student, and I will relay those thoughts back to the executive board. If you want a memorable and exciting year, think about who you want to represent you when you vote next week. Thank you all so much for listening, and remember, vote Justin Bucher for Executive Treasurer, because as you know, there's a Bucher in your future.
Hey everyone, I'm Annabelle Diamond and I'm running for Executive Treasurer. I've been at North Broward for the last 8 years and I'm so excited for next school year, with hopefully the most amount of normalcy possible. Being a part of the executive board has been a goal of mine for the last 2 years I've spent getting solid experience as a student government class officer. But what does it mean? Being executive treasurer means so much more than just fulfilling the incredible responsibility of managing finances. Having the opportunity to be your executive treasurer means continuing to demonstrate leadership qualities, such as accountability, confidence, and goal setting. My hope for next year is that we will be able to come together safely, having grown to appreciate how important our in-person events are to us as a school community. However, I know this isn't a guarantee. No matter what the conditions are, I know I can help make this upcoming year full of spirit and unity. I know that I can be a voice for our school whether the COVID circumstances are different or not. Focusing on students' mental health is a priority of mine, as well as their well-being. In continuing to grow and oversee the Forum and the Senate, because these give the student body a chance to voice their opinions and be part of campus decisions, which I believe is so important. Throughout my last 2 years in student government, I've been in charge of Teacher Appreciation Committee, helped organize fundraisers such as War of the Wings, t-shirt sales, planned pep rallies, dances, athletic and fine arts events, movie nights, virtual events, spirit weeks, and more. I intend to plan events for our student body by getting everyone's opinions so we can work towards things we care about. Especially during a different year like this one we've had, it's more important than ever to reach out and make connections at every opportunity. I'll make it a priority to connect with everyone in all grades, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, so no voice is left unheard. I believe making friendships is important, and I promise to build relationships with people old and new. I know that I continue to be a voice for our school and lead with your best interests at mind, allowing us to come together as a school with more spirit and togetherness than ever. I'm so thankful for your vote and to be a member of the North Broward community. Don't forget, shine bright and vote Annabelle Diamond.